the first new installment of the Wake Up Call, the first episode. We're going to be talking about in looking. This is Baba Ken.
And Mama D.
We're telling you, you need to get on up from there, because don't nothing come from sleep
but a dream.
Don't nothing come from sleep
but a dream.
Don't nothing come from sleep
but a dream.
Not to mention, we came to upgrade this idea of dreaming into the realm of envisioning. This is when you take the pictures that you develop in your mind, not randomly, but you create these pictures inside of your mind, your envisionings, your insights, and then you use them to create your perfect life. That's what we're here to help you do. Thought that all the beauty revolves around the sunset, but we're trying to get you to dive into the sunrise. Why? Because it's better for you to work your 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. this with the same level of intensity and vigor that you're going to work that 9 to 5 today. Remember, spend some quality time with yourself before you go out and invest quality time in someone else. Okay. So as usual, we're going to start our day off with the morning prayer. Come on with it.
I awaken and arise, open I eyes, and allow the power of I fire, I air, I water, and I earth to be rebirthed into this new day, into this new dawn. I awaken and spawn. I desire, I will, and I volition to come out of the darkness and out of the void and into one fruition and into one accord, one perfect noise, one perfect tone, one perfect note, one perfect sound, one perfect breath, right here, right now. I awaken and allow I dreams, aspirations, I prayers, thoughts, and intentions, I ambitions, I objectives, goals, and missions, I words, pictures, and visions to come to full fruition on this earth, in this instant. Yes, I.
So you see, basically, it is time for us to awaken ourselves to the reality that we are going to put together the stratagems, the philosophies and things to heal ourselves.
Yes.
And that's what time it is. So like I said, today we have a very special message for you. As we tell you before, as we told you before many of times in previous shows, it's all within you.
Yes.
So today I want to give you a presentation on positive in-looking. Can you pull it up there for the other side over there for me, Mama D?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So everybody on this call, everybody in the room, everybody has heard of this thing. You got to have a positive outlook, and everybody's there. You've heard this before. You got to have a positive outlook on life. Today, now I want to talk about a positive outlook, but I want to talk about a new concept, a positive in-look. Now, in a situation like we're in, where someone is attempting to embed into you the mindset of a slave, when someone's trying to get you to eat fast food through psychologically enticed and induced, means, you got to do something about this situation. When your country's attempting to convince you to live in a second class or even third class situation, you got to do something. You got to fix this predicament.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as people of color, as natives, as African Americans and Mexican Americans, we've got to do something about the fact that we built this system, we built this country, but we do not get fair compensation for it.
No.
To top it all off, we're not seem to be getting into the respect that we reserve for it. They're not even acknowledging, that we did it. Bar a few names of some things, Aboriginal names that linger. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, though, you have to recognize that you have to live in today, not yesterday. You got to keep it moving.
Yes.
You got to come up with a way to develop this positive outlook. And you should. Now, but to do this, I'm recommending today, and I'm convinced that you have to develop a positive in-look.
Mm-hmm.
A positive in-look.
Yes.
Now, what I'm suggesting right now is everyone look deep inside of yourself. Look deep inside of your of your soul, deep inside for the answers, the solutions, the remedies that are going to make your life, better, enhance it.
Yes.
This is where it's coming from. Look inside yourself to find answers to the things going on outside of you. Look deep into your history, deep into your understanding, your understanding, your overstanding. Look into our accomplishments. Look at our story, not his story, our story. But more importantly, what is your story of accomplishment? That's the most important story to change. You work on your internal affairs, on your internal investigations, and you're going to find yourself enlightened. You're going to find yourself happier, and you're going to find your purpose in life. Now, you should be just as curious about looking at the system outside of you, the system that's clearly operating, the system that you're clearly operating outside of and despite of. You're going to do better to look inside. I know this color-coded system of racism, capitalism, sexism, democracy, communism, all that other stuff out on the outside. Yeah, it's cool. It's there, and you've got to master it. But I'm asking you to look deep inside of yourself. What is your personal philosophy? What's your personal one manifesto? What's your personal manifesto? What's going on inside of you? Yeah, I'm impressed if you managed to come up with a positive outlook. But it's because you have a positive inlook going on. If you want a spectacular, phenomenal, positive outlook, you have to have a spectacular, phenomenal, positive inlook. Go within. Go within for all the answers that you need outside of you. Go within. Go within. Go within. And I promise you'll never go without.
Okay. Yes.
So that's our message for today. We want you to take that with you. We want you to grow, incubate it, thinkubate it, put it into full effect.
Okay.
All right. It's time for us to get in tune with the sunrise so that we might enlighten our lives. Close this out, Mama D.
Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for joining in. Those of you who didn't catch the live broadcast, thank you for tuning in later. And we want you to inculcate this message into your being, because as we continue to live on this earth as a dual reality, as a dual person with
indivisible spirit,
as an indivisible duality that is spirit and matter and consciousness and will, we are going to grow. We are evolving and growing mentally, spiritually, physically. And it is a beautiful journey. And the more we go inside, the more we learn our inner verse, the more we learn how vast and amazing we are. As without, so within. As without, so within. When you look in the sky and you see the billions and trillions of stars and the black dark night and the beautiful moon that reflects the sun's rays, so within, within you is that energy. Within you is that dark matter. Within you are those bright stars and infinite possibility. So allow yourself to be happy and bright and sunshiny, like the sun, enlightened and illumined like the sun and like the stars. We are the things that we choose to be a part of.
We are the things that we see inside of our minds.
Exactly.
Get up from there. Wake up, because don't nothing come from sleep
but a dream.
Don't nothing come from sleep
but a dream.
Don't nothing come from sleep
but a dream.
Ashe, ashe.
Ashe. Until next time, family. We'll
family.
See you tomorrow morning. Peace and blessing and so.